Did you know that Mount Katahdin is the last mountain in the chain of mountains called the Appalachians?
This mountain chain spreads 2,160 miles south, all the way to Georgia. Did you know that Maine is the world's largest blueberry producer?
There is a blueberry festival held every year in Machias, Maine, to celebrate the harvest.
Did you know that Maine is well known for its natural beauty? Authors such as Henry David Thoreau and Rachel Carson have written about how important it is to protect and preserve it. Did you know that sardines used to be the most common fish caught in Maine until 1972? In early 1900s, Maine fishermen caught as many as 13 million tons of sardines each year. Factories began closing when numbers of sardines began dropping.
Did you know that baked beans have been a traditional Saturday night meal in Maine since early Pilgrim times?
B&M Beans are a Portland company that have been baking and canning beans since 1900.
Every week 1,565 pots of beans are baked in brick ovens. Maine is special because we are known for having many loons on our lakes and rivers.
Loons are black and white, shaped like geese, and are famous for their loon calls.
Maine is special because we are home to the tallest animal living in North America's forests. Moose. Moose are the largest members to the deer family.
Maine is special because our state fish is the landlocked salmon.
Landlocked salmon live in fresh water and swim up mountain streams in the fall to lay their eggs. They look like Atlantic salmon, but they never live in the ocean. Maine is special because we are home to a beautiful kind of rock called tourmaline, which is our state gem. It is glassy and can be black, red, green, brown, purple, or blue.
Tourmaline makes a beautiful jewelry.
Maine is special because we are known for our chowder.
New England clam chowder, fish chowder, and corn chowder are all today enjoyed as they were by our early settlers.
Did you know that the company LL Bean was started in 1912 by a man named Leon Woodbean? At first, he just sold rubber-bottom boots to hunters. Today, the store attracts 3.5 million shoppers a year, which is almost 3 times the entire population of Maine. Did you know that Aroostook County is so big that the states of Rhode Island and Connecticut would fit inside of it? Aroostook County is also known as the county, and it is one of the world's largest potato growing regions.
Did you know that the first lighthouse in Maine was Portland Headlight?
And it was commissioned by George Washington. Today, more than 60 lighthouses guide sailors to safety in Maine waters.
Did you know that that Maine's capital was originally in Portland?
It was moved to Augusta in 1827 and has remained there ever since.
Do you know where the term down east came from? Long ago, sailors who traveled from Boston to Maine were said to be going down, even though they appeared to be going up on a map. They were going downwind. That's why they called the direction was down east. Did you know that granite from Maine was used to build many famous buildings?
Boston's Museum of Fine Arts, the Brooklyn Bridge,
And the Smithsonian are made from the Maine granite. Maine is special because Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was born in Portland, Maine. Longfellow lived in the 1800s and is a famous poet.
He studied at Bowdoin College and then became a professor there.
Maine is special because chickadees are the Maine state bird.
Native Americans called the chickadees bird of happy heart.
Because chickadees love to sing. Maine is special because when the snow starts to melt,
The sap from our maple trees starts to grow.
It takes about 40 gallons of sap to make just 1 gallon of syrup.
Maine is special because we are vacation land.
Tourism is Maine's second largest industry after paper making. Families come from all over to fish,
hike,
camp, swim, sail, cone, ski, hunt, relax, and show.
Maine is special because we have 4 native tribes who still live here today. The
Micmac, Maliseet, Passamaquoddy, and Penobscot.
Maine is special because it is a home to the Maine coon cat. It is the only domestic cat native to North America.
It is known as the gentle giant of the cat world.
Maine is special because our state is more than 90% covered in forests.
No other state has such a high percentage of woodlands. Maine is special because we have the amazing Allagash Wilderness Waterway. 92 miles of rivers and lakes stretch from Baxter State Park north to Canada. Did you know Maine is well known for excellent shipbuilding?
One of the great cranes used to build huge steel ships at Bath Iron Works.
It's 400 feet tall.
Did you know that eastern white pine is Maine's state tree?
They are silvery bluish green, and the needles are grouped in clusters of 5. These trees are used to build ships, houses, barns, and make paper.
Maine is special because we have puffins.
Did you know that a man named Stephen Cress founded Project Puffin to restore puffins to their original homes on many of Maine's offshore lands? Did you know that the University of Maine started in 1865, just after the Civil War?
It began with just 2 teachers and 12 students. Now more than 11,000 students attended Orono's campus.
Maine is also famous for its private colleges, Bowdoin, Bates, and Colby. Did you know that Maine's coast is about 250 miles long?
Only about 1% of the coastline is sandy. The rest is packed with rocks and rugged cliffs.
Did you know that in the 1800s, men called lumberjacks spent the whole winter in camps in the Maine woods, cutting down trees with axes and saws?
One of America's favorite fictional heroes is Paul Bunyan, a giant lumberjack.
His statue stands larger than life in Bangor.
Did you know that more than 21,000 bears live in Maine? Our state is home of America's largest black bear population. Maine is special because we have seas along our shores.
Seals enjoy their meals of fish, shellfish, and they can dive deep down into the ocean while fishing. Maine is special because Portland is our largest city and it's a great place to live and visit. It has charming historic houses, a bustling downtown,
A lively art scene, amazing restaurants, and film festivals.
Maine is special because we still have 20 forts remaining along our coast.
And some inland along our rivers. These forts were used throughout Maine's
History to protect harbors, seaports, cities from enemies during times of war.
Maine is special because
We have thousands of lakes and ponds.
Did you know that Moosehead Lake is about 40 miles long?
Maine is a special place because we have communities way up north in the St. John River Valley that are rich with Acadian culture and traditions. Acadians are French-speaking people who originally lived in Nova Scotia, but some of them escaped to northern Maine in the 1700s to avoid being sent far, far away by the British.
Maine is special because we have more than 1,300 islands off our coast.
Explorers called the islands in the Casco Bay the Calendar Islands because there seemed to be one for each day of the year.